Good morning and hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm Dr Kish and this is breaking health news on What Med Media. Just while people are joining, the story that we're going to cover today is of particular significance to me. And there is a reason that I'm wearing a Watford shirt, in the sense that on the 14th of September, when I was being scooped off a pavement by some helicopter emergency medicine physicians, my first memory coming round was essentially first the cold, because I'd been stripped down to my boxer shorts, and then somebody looming over me with a Liverpool FC face mask saying, yeah, we didn't need to cut your clothes off, but we had to, because Watford beat Liverpool that unbeaten run last year. But anyway, so this is a story about how suffering head injuries before your 50s can lead to brain issues in later life, new studies suggest. And you might be looking at this and thinking, well, I haven't had a brain injury, later life is a long way away, this is not relevant to me. What I'm going to try and do with this story, which is by Dan Whitehead, who's a news correspondent at Dan News from Sky News, and he did this at 6:06 this morning, is try and make it relevant to you, the 29 people that are watching, because we could all do with brain health and keeping fit and keeping active and healthy, especially considering the fact that we are now into a year like no other, and that will be having psychological and mental health effects. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. I just said to a friend the other day that everybody has ups, everybody has downs at different points in this, because I was going through something. And he said, oh, yeah, but that really puts into perspective for me. And I'm like, look, it's not a competition, right? Everybody is going to have different ups and different downs. So what you will find on What Med Media is a community of people that will support you, that will help you. So get in the comments below, the 29 people that are watching. I don't massively care about reach. I care about quality of interaction, in the sense that the more you guys feed into this, the more you guys comment, the more you guys get to know each other in the comments, the better support network that you'll have. So, although we're going to talk about brain injury in the next few minutes, and you might not think it's relevant to you, like I said, I'm going to try my best to make it as relevant to your health, your well-being in this difficult time. And the way that you are going to help me do that is put as much in the comments as possible as well. So, Dan Whitehead writes this morning, head injuries make people more vulnerable to dementia symptoms, according to University College London study. And this is people who sustain head injuries in their 50s or younger can suffer significant impacts to their health or of their brain in later life, according to the new study. So it involved just over 502 participants aged 53, 21% of whom said they suffered substantial head injury. Listening to that, I'm wondering whether there's a range aged 53, because it'd be interesting for research to have 502 participants all aged 53, but maybe, don't know, need to look at the paper, I guess, and have a look. When aged about 70, oh, maybe it did, it could be a cohort study, they looked back in time and they just looked at 53 years old, but okay, that's fine, because then it says, when aged at 70, the study found all those who had previously been knocked unconscious performed slightly worse than expected on cognitive tests for attention and quick thinking. Now, if we think of what the impact of the pandemic has had on us at the moment, who on their put their hand on their heart can say, yeah, I've been a bit different cognitively. I've been a little bit slower, a little bit more irritable, a little bit more lack of attention, little very minor, subtle cognitive things. And the biggest thing, the link to this, hey Gemma, how you doing? The biggest thing to this is around sleep. So when you sleep, your brain recovers, your brain cleanses itself, I guess, for want of a more scientific phrase. But it is essential for you to sleep so that the next day you are refreshed. And the human body is a physiological marvel, in the sense that it has so much capacity to compensate for ill health. Morning, Nina, how you doing? For in health, hi Robert, ill health, inefficient ways of working, whatever. Take the liver, for example. A lobe can regenerate. You can take a liver, give it to someone else, regenerate. Hello, Vanessa. Sleep hygiene is key. I completely agree. 100% agree in terms of sleep hygiene. And, I've learned a lot from Em from the point of view that she came on this. We had a chat about her MS. And then subsequently she's lectured my medical students at Hull York Medical School. And I was going to say she lectured me, but no, that would be horrible. You didn't lecture me. It came from a good place to help, in the sense that I wasn't taking it seriously. I seriously wasn't taking it seriously. So my point here is there is so much that we can learn from each other on this platform. So make the most of it. Get to know people in the comments, wherever they are in the country. If you can tell me where you are, you did. Okay, yeah, you did. You did lecture me a bit, yeah. Good. I needed it though, right? I needed it. Then this is the point. This is the fascinating thing. To look at the doctor-patient dynamic, I'm quite happy to learn things from my patients in clinical practice when I see them. That's fine. I don't see it as a lecture. I don't see it as a telling off. I see it as an opportunity to learn. Okay, this is my final point. It's 6 minutes. I'm going to go. So I've just been distracted. Charles is cast as royal family's villain again. Does he deserve it? Plus more from Apple News. Don't really care. You need to train yourself to switch off from all this. Okay, this constant diet of 24/7 news is having an impact on mental health, and we're looking at studies now today in terms of head injuries in the past can cause dementia in the future. I bet you in the future people are going to look back and say being addicted to phones and news and this constant dopamine endorsing hit of content it is having neurological effects on our brains at the moment, and it will be only in a few years' time that we know what happens with it. So I didn't get very far through the article. I'm sorry about that. I will put the link in this comment so you can read it if you want, because I'm only going to be reading the article out. I hope I've added some useful value and flavour and colour around that topic. And this is something that I'm going to take seriously, because I don't really want to get dementia early and suffer the consequences of that. Therefore, I have to do everything in my power, good morning, Elizabeth, to make sure that I rest. And yesterday, I was on the point of exhaustion, which is not good. I had, I could tell you exactly how much I had, actually, if this is interesting for you. I can't find it. Oh, no, it's on the phone. Sorry, the ring is connected to this phone, so I can't tell you. But so I had, for argument's sake, 3 hours sleep. Not enough. Normally, average 8 hours of sleep a night. 7 to 8 hours of sleep consistently a night. Okay. And I felt the detriment for it. Because as those of you that have been watching since the beginning of the pandemic will know, that I've been biohacking myself. If you can tune your body so that you can listen to it, you will be a lot better, a lot fitter, a lot sharper. So on that positive note, thank you so much for watching. Look after yourselves and each other. Do take care. Keep in touch. Get in the comments below, even after this video on Facebook. Check it out on YouTube, the Dr Kish or the Prepare for FY1 YouTube channel. I'll put a link to that in the description above. Get in the comments below, and I will see you guys really, really soon. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.